This
morning,
conference will now be recorded.
and I will redo that.
I'm back.
Okay, so good morning. For a course of the record, we did have executive session this morning to discuss contract negotiations. No action was taken and no announcement will be made. That lasted about 30 minutes. Brad, is that sufficient, or do you want any more information on that?
No, I think that's fine.
Okay. So with that, I'll read our preamble for our regular board meeting. So commissioners, staff, and citizens, since this is a remote meeting, some initial comments are appropriate. As required by the governor's March 24th proclamation, the Lake Stevens Sewer District is holding its commission meetings remotely using the GoToMeeting platform. While this is not our norm, we're glad to be able to ensure continuity of business operations. Members of the public who are participating, we're grateful for your support and patience while we work through doing this interim way of doing business. Members of the public have been invited to join via virtual meeting format of GoToMeeting. The public comment section of our agenda will be handled in the following way. First, comments or questions that were emailed to the Sewer District customer service or otherwise received sufficiently in advance of the meeting will be read during public forum. And second, during the meeting, anyone wishing to comment during the public forum may use the chat box feature and you'll be provided with the opportunity to comment. Board members, we're going to take attendance by calling your name, and then please indicate whether or not you can clearly hear me and others on the line. We need to do our best to speak one person at a time so that our note taker can take the minutes. So Commissioner Koshy present, and Commissioner Ensign.
I'm clear.
Okay, great. Let's do our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Agenda approval.
Hearing no revisions, I'll make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
I'll second it.
All in favor? Aye.
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 Great. Consent items A through I.
I'll make a motion to approve consent items A through I as presented.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye.
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 Public forum. Tara, did we receive any comments from the public prior to the meeting?
We did not.
All right. Anybody on the line wishing to comment? All righty. Old business, the decamp facility, change order number 1.
All right. So this change order is to change the material underneath the material storage bins from asphalt paving to a reinforced concrete slab. The cost of this change order is $45,889 and even. District staff recommends the change order for approval.
How many square feet approximately? I'm just kind of curious.
Let me get into the change order real quick. It is a 90 by 38 area.
No, okay. That's big.
Mm-hmm.
And John, is the change order still within the budget that we've allocated?
Yeah, the interlocal agreement that we have with the city says that the district will contribute up to essentially 1.5 million towards the construction of the decamp facility. And the original contract bid, our contract award was for $1,210,697.34. So it's still, we're still within that $1.5 million commitment.
Okay, thank you. So with that, I'll make a motion to approve decamp facility change order number 1 in the amount of $45,889.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye.
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 And then I'll also need a motion authorizing Tanya or I to execute the change order on the district's behalf.
I'll make a motion that we authorize the general manager or designee to move forward with signing of the change order on the decant facility.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye.
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 All right. The Vernon Business Center office modification, change order number 4.
All right, so change order 4 for the Vernon Business Center is a change order that cleans up all the remaining items, mostly minor changes to unit prices and quantities from our contract. And this is the final change order that just ensures that everything the contractor did is getting paid for. There's no specific item on it. It's listed in the pay request, which was attached. I think Barry might be able to add a little bit more clarity to that.
Sure. So the contractor requested what's called a reconciling change order so that all the final contract amounts are the same as what the bid amounts would be, so that you have 100% on each item. On contracts, you can sometimes overrun or underrun and simply leave that, but many accounting people like to have it reconciled at the end. So this change order simply makes those changes to the bid quantity amount so that they match what was actually completed as part of the project. It does not change the dollar value of what was paid from what has been previously approved. So it is a reconciling change order, not an actual dollar amount change order. And that has been submitted. We need approval of that first because the progress estimate that follows that includes the change order as a pay item. So just for accounting and for record keeping, we want to do the change order first and then the progress estimate, and then the contractors also provided and was within your packet the final contract voucher, the final progress estimate, and we also have a release of retainage estimate that are all prepared to be able to send to the district hard copies with original signatures. We have received scanned copies of all those documents and provided them. I have the official letter right here waiting for the signed copies to make it through the mail. I'm told that they should be here today. I know they were sent at the same time that they were scanned. So the final letter that I have also is a progress recommendation for acceptance. So there are 3 things that you would need to do as a board. 1 is to approve the change order. 2, because the change order is included in the progress estimate, authorize payment for that progress estimate. And then if the district chooses to, based on staff recommendation, we would recommend acceptance of the project as complete, which will start the 60-day time period for the release of retainage and clearing all the required prevailing wages, affidavits, and that sort of thing. So those are I don't know if you want to put that in one motion or if they need to be 3 separate motions, but those are the things that we're looking at doing to close out this project.
I think I'd rather deal with the first 2 and then that final one we'll do, since it's separated out on the agenda, as point C, if that's okay.
I think that's fine.
Yeah, we'll need a motion to approve change order number 4. Motion in that same motion, approve the final progress estimate, and then we'll move on to the final acceptance after that.
Okay, I think I've got it. So let's try this. I'll make a motion that we approve the Vernon Business Center office modification change order number 4, along with the final payment, which would be motion. Well, let's just do it one at a time. we'll say Vernon Business Center modification change order number 4.
All right.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye.
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 Great. So now.
Now I'll make a motion that we pay change order number 4 in the amount of $8,651.24.
Which I'll second.
Good. All in favor? Aye.
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 All right. Now we go on to physical completion, final acceptance of the Vernon Business Center modernization.
All right. So we received a physical completion letter from Gray and Osborne. Staff recommends are agreed that the project has been physically complete, and now district staff recommends that the board consider final acceptance of the project.
Okay, so with that being said, and after listening to staff and our engineers, I'll make a motion that we accept the final acceptance of the Vernon Business Center modification as submitted.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye.
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 Great. All right. New business A is the agreement regarding cost of annexation for Bachelor, or how do you say that one?
I think that is accurate. Bachelor annexation. Yep.
Okay.
And Lee, would you mind taking this one?
Lee, you're on mute.
So this step in the annexation process is just the beginning. It says that they want to annex and that they'll cover the costs. I think a number of documents were included in the agenda packet that were not there yet, like the SEPA checklist and those things. So this is the first step. It's 2 properties. It's north of 20th Street. And once they annex, they will have access to a gravity sewer connection.
District staff would recommend approval.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'll make a motion that we accept the agreement regarding cost of annexation for the Bachelor annexation request.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye.
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 Okay. B is correction of the check numbers.
So this is more of a housekeeping issue. Check number 7573 was lost in the mail. The customer signed an affidavit for that lost check. It was then replaced with 7915. 795 was voided due to a printing error. So now it is now 7916. So all I just need is, I guess just a statement knowing that this has been done, that check has a paper trail.
Okay, I'll make a note, or I'll make a motion that we accept and note the lost checks, and that the customer signed the affidavit, and that it will reflect in the minutes as the general manager had stated.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye.
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 Great. Thank you. Manager's report. General manager.
We continue to be super busy, and everybody's doing well and staying healthy, thank goodness. In fact, this week we're actually doing CPR. It's a requirement of the district that you're trained in CPR. So we've had a couple of sessions, smaller groups, and I believe this afternoon will be the last group. I talked to Jim, our new wastewater treatment plant supervisor. I need to hang that up. And he is doing a great job, and he did share with me how impressed he is with the district, how it's ran, and that he's happy to be here. He's just waiting for his family to come up from California, but otherwise it was just a great conversation, and it was nice to hear that he is very happy he made the move from California to Washington. I'm not sure if I shared this with you earlier. The state auditor is here. We've made a decision not to do an entrance meeting. He will be meeting with President Lowe, asking her some questions as the board president. And I want to give kudos to Mickey and Michelle, and we're cross-training with Amy on working with auditor. All of it's virtual. It's a little bit different. Sending a ton of paperwork electronically, but not being able to work, face to face puts its own challenges in. But they're doing a great job, and I'm assuming we'll meet for an exit probably sometime in October, November. So far everything's going well with that. That's all I have to report.
Assistant General Manager.
All right. So we did find 2 potholes emerging on South Lake Stevens Road as part of our lift station construction. Strider Construction is going out next week to investigate those and make any repairs that are needed. Let's see, CityWorks, we are still going live, or we are still live. No big issues there. Angeline's been working with Timmons Group to refine the automation of that process. She also has been talking to Troy, the IT director at the City of Lake Stevens, on some potential efficiencies on either sharing our GIS services or maybe creating a portal for the city to also use some of CityWorks, some of the process that CityWorks offers. And that's about all I got right now. Oh, I apologize. We received a proposal from Pace Engineers to take a look at the odor control for lift station 22. As the commissioners, as we've talked about previously shortly, is that the odor control may have been either it wasn't overlooked, but it wasn't sufficient to provide the level of odor control that the customers in that area deserve. So I asked Pace to take a look at 3 potential options that we can do, and I'm currently reviewing all 3 of those alternatives before I come to the commission to discuss further. And that's all I got.
You gonna tell us how many
Excuse me,
GFC?
Yeah.
I was going to say one more. On our parking lot, the Graco is ahead of schedule, knock on wood, where we have a 6-week project, and we're guessing that they're possibly as much as 2 weeks ahead of schedule, but it's looking pretty cool. And what's really fun is that Matt happened to be out there talking to them and had said, hey, if you guys find any artifacts or anything, let us know. And they found 2 glass bottles, because in the olden days, a long time ago, when this was cabins and there was outhouses, there's a belief that they used to dump the trash down the outhouse for the end of the summer, and then they would just move the outhouse. So it is kind of fun that Matt found these 2 perfect, pristine condition old bottles that he's brought in. So, but it's looking really good. I'm super excited to get that done finally. So, but if you get a chance to drive by, it's looking really good, and you won't have that big steep hill with the big bump at the top to get in and drag your bottom. Your undercarriage will be in fine condition.
All right. Jonathan, did you have anything additional to add? Nope. All righty. Treatment plant update. Do we have someone? I don't see anybody from the plant on here right now. So, okay, city report.
Good morning, everyone. The decamp facility is under construction. They're moving dirt, doing the grading, so that's really exciting. And I appreciate that change order authorization this morning, putting concrete down. That is a wear surface, so that'll last a lot longer than the asphalt. So it's a great move there, everybody. North Cove Phase 2, it's under construction as well. Clearing and grading, lots of dirt being hauled out. We're really excited about that project. As you know, North Cove is highly used, and this Phase 2 will bring a parking lot, restrooms, and a fully ADA accessible playground to those using the park. So we're really excited about that. The council retreat is tomorrow from 9 to 2 o'clock, and that will be virtual, so feel free to attend. It's pretty busy schedule. They'll be talking about the strategic plan, and that has to do with the employee need of the city, looking out a couple of 5 years to see what that need is for the city. They'll be looking at budget and several other items. So that's going on. And then the other good news, and we just learned this yesterday, that Sarah that ran the farmers market would like to do another farmers market for the period right around Halloween. And she's considering doing something during the December holiday as well. And so we've authorized that, and I know Russ is sending something out to the council to inform them. We just got the information, but I figured I'd share it with you guys as well. So that's all I have.
Thank you, Gene. All right, commissioners report. Who wants to go first?
I don't really have anything other than thank you to the staff. Everybody is doing a wonderful job, and so it's really nice to see how well the organization is run, and we appreciate it as electeds. I guess I could say all of us, because we all seem to feel the same way at times. So thank you, everyone.
I have nothing.
I was just going to add that I did attend the WASWAN meeting this past week. Great speakers this time. It was all a virtual format, which was different than before. So we had recorded sessions and such that we could watch again. And so we had some great legal updates, some really good, interesting talks about even COVID response and testing water and things like that. So a great conference for this time. And again, thank you to staff and all the hard work that's happening around there. So as far as the agenda goes, we do not have an additional executive session, so that one's done. And with that, we can conclude the meeting. So I appreciate everybody's time this morning. Thank you.
Take care, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.